Hey, everybody, just hopping in. I wanted to share a quick little training and support for you. I was in a group earlier today and people were talking about it's just so hard to stay focused. You sign up for all these courses, you're doing one thing after another. And at the end of the day, you might realize that you've been a full time student and not getting your work done, not actually doing those money making activities. If that's you, let me know. If you happen to hop on here live, let me know that and let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I'm always struggling with which mic I am using. So, again, it's not going to be a long training, but I have a little resource that I want to share with you and talk about how I would use this if I was struggling with staying focused. Now, a lot of us have probably signed up for like a lot of these business bundles where you get things free or kind of a low cost item. You get excited, or maybe you join a membership group. And by the way, I'll tell you about my membership group here in just a minute. So you have all of these resources out there that are supposed to help you with your business, but it might be either feast or famine. And if you watch this, even on replay, let me know. And what I mean by that is, you might be super excited about something. And so you spend the next week and that's all you're doing is consuming all of this content. But at the end of the day, you're not getting anything done. What good is learning if you can't get anything done, right? On the opposite end, have you signed up for something and then 6 months later you realize that you never even opened up that course? You never even got started with it, whether it's a paid course or a free course. And you're thinking, I really wanted that. But then you got sidetracked. So I'm just going to share with you a, a little worksheet. And yes, you will have access to this. Just let me know in the comments. So, and what I did was I've actually appended this to another worksheet. If you have ever signed up for what I call my social media tracker, and I have a little video that talks about this, this is part of it. And I'll dig out that other training if you want, excuse me, if you want that. The next sheet is just a lead tracker. So maybe people that come into your world and you want to just pay attention to spending a little more time with it. But what I really want to focus today is, and I'm just calling it the course tracker. So what do I mean by this is any course or membership or even a Facebook group that you've signed up to, and they have some juicy content, they have information that you want to consume because it's actually going to take you a step closer, then I recommend that you put it on this spreadsheet. And the purpose of the spreadsheet is to help keep you focused and to help you decide in advance how you're going to use your time. So let me give you an example here. You'll notice in this first column, the name of the course or live training. And of course, I had to put a little plug here. The Facebook group, the free Facebook group that I have, Systems to Scale Your Business. I try on Thursdays to do Facebook Live. Sometimes I announce them. Sometimes I just pop in here like what I'm doing today. So over on the far right, I'm just calling it your weekly learning schedule. And over here on the far right, I'm just saying decide in advance how much time you want to dedicate to your training each day or each week. If you're new in the business, you might be spending more time taking in these courses and learning, but just like in the workforce, in the corporate world, maybe you were given time 2 hours every Friday to go take an online course. So decide in advance when you're going to spend time. Now, if it's a live component, then, it's already scheduled. So here again on Thursdays, I'm not 100% consistent, but I try on Thursdays to do some kind of a live training. Now, of course, you can always go back and watch the replays. I like to watch replays because I can speed them up. So, however you want to do it, maybe instead of joining the live, you're going to watch it on Fridays. But do you see what's happening here? You are controlling your time as far as when you are consuming this content. So let's just say, for instance, that you've signed up for an actual course and it's all about Facebook ads. Okay, so that's the name of it. The second category or the second column is what I call the category. And you'll notice there's a little drop down arrow. If you just click on that, and you can modify this, I'll show you how in just a minute. What's good about this is sometimes we get too narrow focused. And so what I mean by that is maybe you're all about Facebook ads, but there's some other areas that you also need training and support on. So as you're mapping out your, and let's just call it your continuing education channel here, you want to make sure that you're well rounded. And then the next column, go ahead and paste in the actual link so that you can just click on that. Now, it might be Facebook, it might be in a training portal, wherever it is, put that actual link so you don't have to hunt for it. And then again, so maybe this is a pre-recorded Facebook ad course, but you have decided, okay, every Monday now I am going to spend an hour on this course. And there's probably 6 or 8 hours in the course. So I will have it finished in 6 weeks. All right. Again, do you see you're really putting on your CEO hat of your business because you are deciding in advance how you're going to spend your time. Now, if we scroll down just a little bit in this pink category, this is how you can come up with your own categories. All right. I just put things in here that I normally either train on or I need more training on it. Okay. Again, for me, I like to just make sure that I'm well rounded because we always want to be learning new things. One of the things that I'm actually tapping more into is the chat AI. Okay. And the category for that is actually technology. So you can see that I'm kind of tapping into three different pockets of where I want to get my training. And maybe I'm going to make the decision that every Wednesday I'm going to spend 30 minutes playing with Chat AI, whatever it is. All right. So the key is I want you to prioritize your training and you move the most current ones up to the top of the list. And then, if you've got a couple other ones down here, maybe you're taking a Canva course or an Etsy training course, something that's just more fun, but it's not moving the needle in your business. Put those down here. And then as you're looking at your weekly schedule, if you're spending lots of days, lots of hours each week on training, you might want to back that up. And then here, just some notes here that, for instance, the Facebook group Systems Scale Your Business, normally, I'm late today, but normally I try to do my Facebook lives at 3 o'clock on Thursday. So you could just make some notes here. That's all that is. Now, one other thing I'm going to point out, the last tab, it's called Parking Lot Needs and Wants. I'm going to change the colors to these just so it pops out a little bit. So let me click on that one. If my screen is not okay. So up here, a parking lot is, so part of the problem is we hear about something, we get all excited, and that's where the squirrel syndrome comes about, right? We get excited. Well, what's that? Well, but let's be honest, maybe right now is not the time for you. So let me just use another example, just like what I had done before. You're hearing everybody talk about the chat AI, artificial intelligence. Yes, it's something that maybe you need to learn about in your business, or it could be. Let me think of another example that you might. I don't know, I'm going to say financial planning, for instance. Okay. So for my business, I definitely need to learn more about chat AI. So it's a need to learn financial planning. There's lots of areas in this world of expertise that I would like to learn more about. So I'm just going to put it in want to learn more. Now I can put just the topic, or I can put if I know the URL, maybe I haven't purchased it yet, or maybe I have purchased it, or I've signed up for it and it's sitting in my computer desk drawer, so to speak. However you want to use this sheet. But here is the deal. Let me just come back here for a second. Let me stop sharing this. So here's the deal. The reason we go down all of these rabbit holes is because we are afraid. We are afraid we're going to forget it. We're going to forget that link. We want to keep that excitement up. But if you use that parking lot, no worries. You'll just put it on there and you can decide, okay, is this really a need? Do I need this for the next 90 days in my business? If not, I would put it over to the want, because 90 days from now, maybe it won't be a need then either. Um, or just some of those fun things or things that you're interested in. You can capture all of those things on the spreadsheet, and then you never have to worry. Right. So let me just hop back over here for a second. And then the last thing is just set some priorities. So the financial priority in here from 1 to 5, 5 is the most urgent. Um, quite honestly, I'm going to mark that as a 2. Now, when I get done doing my taxes in a few weeks, I might need to move that up on the scale. All right. But it's still kind of a want to learn. And again, if you put topics here, maybe I don't have a course or a coach or something in mind. But if this moves up the scale, I could start doing some proactive searching to find out what I want. And again, the same thing with need to know. Again, the chat AI is pretty high on my list, so I bumped that up to a 4. So again, the sheet before it, the course tracker, these are the things that you're currently focusing on, because we can't spend 24 hours a day. Let me come back here so I can see your eyeballs. We can't spend 24 hours a day just learning, right? The perpetual student. We are business owners. We're the CEO of our business, our coaching business, our online education business, whatever it is. So we need to be strategic in how we are using our time, and actually being proactive and mapping out when we are going to schedule our training time. So I hope that's useful. It's just a little added resource. So if you want a copy of this, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to share it with you. And as always, I repurpose this video out on YouTube. So if you happen to watch it on YouTube, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments there also, and I can get you the handouts. All right. Take care, and I'll see you next time.